welcome as we gather again to return to a settling. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. Let's move into a Yoga Nidra practice. From here, as you're ready, you get even more comfortable, if that's possible, in even the slightest way. Take this moment to bring together again pillows, blankets, cushions. And as the body arrives upon the earth, you are noticing exactly what is holding you. If you're on a chair or a couch, perhaps on a bed, there's that softness to contend with, that extra bit of fabric, perhaps. But at the end, it is gravity. At the end, it is this earth that is holding you. So noticing if you're using any props like a chair or a cushion, a pillow, a piece of furniture, a whole bed, perhaps. And taking a moment to check in with what you know is beneath you physically in this world. If you're perhaps on top of a basement or on top of a garage or some sort of structure, or maybe you're right on the earth. Maybe you have the luck to be right on the surface of the planet. Taking this moment of orientation, right? The body doesn't have to move. If it's safe to close the eyes, and you're just letting yourself orientate yourself in 360 degrees, right? With the eyes closed, you kind of know where you are, what's on the sides, what's in front, what's behind. You can hear, hopefully, listening 360 degrees, all in all directions. And with this arrival of spring, with this new season that we kick off with Aries, we've got a new moon coming next week, actually, next Friday is April 1st. So that's the end of next week. Let us have a Yoga Nidra to bring in joy and gladness and abundance in any and all forms. So some of you might be calling in the material abundance. You might be calling in a season of support in the financial or job capacity. And some of you are looking for abundant time, maybe for some projects. Maybe you're abundantly going out into the world as the season is warmer and the public health situation seems to be a little calmer. So whatever the abundance is that you might be calling in, let that be what you bring into mind. What do you wish for more of in your life? What do you invite to multiply and to magnify? What is that you want to see increased? It could just be love. It could just be patience. Taking that on, if you are so willing, as our theme of our springtime Yoga Nidra here, beginning with the body, beginning with getting comfortable, settled, noticing the breath. And here we have abundance in the supply of breath. Breath for everyone. Endless breath. Feel this support of this planet with her atmosphere and the abundance of gravity. You are held as confidently as I am held, and as each and every one of us have our share of gravity, abundant for all. So taking it up, see if you can be greedy with the breath and the gravity as you receive these resources. Take a moment to adjust your body in any way that it needs to. And this is part of our abundance too, our capacity to choose and to shift if something doesn't feel good. We have so much power, so much control over our lives. Allowing that control to be your best friend, that you can add a blanket or remove a blanket at any point, that if you need to change your position, you will. This is your practice, and you're the boss. And you're invited to listen as far away as the ears can listen, maybe outside of the room, listening out to street sounds or nature sounds, sounds far away. And bringing that listening inward, closer by. Listen to this voice, these instructions. Listen to other sounds in the room. As the awareness moves closer to the sound of the body, the heartbeat, joint sounds and organ sounds, digestive sounds, all the way to the sound of the breath, listening to the sound of the breath. And the sound of the breath moves. And with that awareness, the awareness drops into the heart, into the inner landscape, into the space of awareness. And listening here for the inner voices, the kind, intuitive voices, the voices that believe in abundance and resources available. And what would it feel like? What would it feel like to have plenty? What would it feel like to know that all the needs that you might have can be met? What would the body feel like? To be receiving all of the resources needed to be fulfilled and cared for and taken care of materially and energetically, fully stocked. Just bringing that into the body, welcoming that as a feeling, to feel so supported, abundant, and rejoicing in abundance. And with this awareness, let it be at the heart. Let it be at the heart space. If you can hear the heart or feel the heart. And let the awareness move, just the awareness, move over to the left shoulder and armpit. And down to the left elbow and left wrist, to notice the left palm. And the awareness touches the left hand thumb, index finger, middle finger, fourth finger, and little finger. Palm of the hand and the back of the hand there. Let this awareness be in the left hand and forearm and the upper arm as it moves through the shoulder and back to the heart. Back to the heart. And let this awareness move down the left side of the waist and hip and down the left thigh and knee, lower leg and left ankle. Awareness of the left foot, big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and fifth. And from the center of the left foot, follow like a thread through the center of the leg and up into the trunk, back to the heart. So awareness returns to the heart space. Let the awareness move down the right side now, down the right waist and hip into the right thigh and knee, lower leg and ankle, right heel and foot, big toe, second toe, third, fourth, and fifth. Be aware of the center of the right foot and draw this awareness up the center of the leg, through the trunk, back to the heart. And now to the right, armpit and shoulder, down to the elbow and wrist, into the right hand, thumb, index finger, middle finger, fourth finger and little finger, palm, and back. Be aware of the center of the right hand and follow its connection up the arm and into the heart. As the awareness moves upward now, from the heart to the throat, into the head, back of the head and the sides of the head, chin and lips, cheeks and nose, right eye, left eye, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, eyebrow center, forehead, hairline, crown of the head, together, head and face, neck and shoulders, the two arms, chest, back, abdomen, pelvis, and the two legs together, the whole body, the whole body, the whole body. Be aware of the whole body, resting and breathing the whole body here. And this awareness that is Yoga Nidra, the whole body. Resting and breathing the whole body, the whole body, the whole body. And let this inhale be the arrival of abundant resources. What do you welcome? What do you wish for more of in your life? What could expand and multiply? Inhaling these feelings, inhaling this access to the abundance. So many resources, patience and creativity and hope, abundant. Magnifying the love with every inhale and every exhale. And trying it on, if it's material abundance that you're welcoming, what would it feel like to be wealthy, to be rich, to be even richer, even wealthier? If that's the invitation, or if you're looking for more time in your life, what would that feel like? Or if it's love that you're calling in, try that on. What would it feel like in the body as a physical sensation to be abundantly supported in love, abundantly available to time? Abundant health in the self-healing organism that is the body. Breathing that in, welcoming this abundance. And this might be where you stay in this abstract feeling, and you might even have an image, an idea of what would happen. What would happen achieving this abundance? What would life look like? What would be possible? If you had all the wealth you wished for, what would you do? If you had all the health you wished for, how would you be? With all the love you could carry, how would you walk through the world? If you were graced with the ultimate abundance of exactly what you need, what would that offer? What would be possible? How could life look? Trying that on, inviting the intuition to give some ideas, some clues, some suggestions. What would that look like? What would be possible? Graced by abundance. And you might stay there. You might stay there in this feeling of abundance and this vision, cultivating these qualities, to call them in, to make them real in the life here on the three-dimensional end of things. And you might come back. You might come back to this practice, to these questions. How do I wish to feel? What is the abundance that I long for, that I wish for? And what would happen? How would life look having received and been graced by these resources, by this abundance? You might come back at any time. And for now, if you're feeling complete, if you're feeling satisfied, you're invited to take a deeper breath. Maybe make little wiggles as you listen to all of the sounds, reorientating yourself in space, remembering here in the three-dimensional world where you are, remembering the day and the time of day and the place, the room, the building, maybe the house where you are. And as these little movements wake you up, as you begin to wiggle and stretch and yawn, and you invite a sense of wakefulness, you invite a new sense of awareness, you might roll to the side. You might take a little moment there. You might roll onto the back if you were on the side, right? You might just shift position and take a moment to wake yourself up if you're so choosing to do so. And that's often touching the hands to themselves and to each other, fingers to the thumbs, hands together, little movements, touching the ears and rubbing the earlobes and up the sides of the ears, coming back down. You might take a few deeper breaths, inviting a yawn, or you might breathe and lift the arms to make the lungs even bigger. We have a few more minutes, so giving yourself a good moment to wake up if that's what you need, if this evening awaits you, if there's more activities. Giving yourself a little stretch as you inhale and reach up. Exhale to lower, give yourself a twist. One side and the other. Checking in with what you've done, checking in with how you feel, what's happened in the time together. Remembering your intention from the beginning of the session. And feeling into this sense of abundance, this welcoming of abundance. Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for joining this session. Notice how you feel in your whole body now, and take a moment to be aware of all the benefits. Remember, you are always welcome to come back. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. Maybe hit the notification button to get the latest videos and like all the videos that you watch. If you enjoy these practices, consider making a donation. There's a PayPal link in the description and other methods on my website at olgachwa.com/sponsor. While you're on my website, please add your email to my list to get the updates of my new YouTube uploads and live Zoom classes and special workshops. All the things that don't even make it to the channel. It'd be great to see you. All gratitude. I'm Olga Chwa.